All right. Good evening, everyone. This is the June 2025 meeting of the City of Dorville Planning Commission. The Planning Commission is a volunteer committee appointed by the mayor and city council. My name is Yvette Prusing. I am the chair of the commission. The commission hears applications for rezonings, text amendments, conditional use permits, variances, and makes recommendations on such items to the city council. When it is time for public comment on an item, those present in person may come up to the podium. If you're watching through Zoom, please use the raise hand function. This meeting will now come to order. Will you call the roll, please?
Yvette,
Here.
Chris,
Here.
Billy here, Michael,
Here.
and Devin.
Here. Oh,
Would somebody like to make a motion to adopt tonight's meeting agenda?
I'll make a motion to adopt tonight's meeting agenda.
I'll second.
Okay, Billy made the motion. Chris made the second. Call the roll, please.
Yvette,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
Billy, yes, Michael,
Yes.
and Devin.
Yes. Yes.
So Devin, for this vote, you can vote to abstain due to you not being at last month's meeting.
Understood. Thanks.
Yes.
All right, would somebody like to make a motion to approve the minutes from last month's meeting?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from last month's meeting.
I'll second.
All right, Michael made the motion. Chris made the second. Call the roll, please.
Michael,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
Yvette,
Yes.
Billy, yes, and Devin.
Abstain.
And before we hear the first case, I do want to introduce everybody to Devin. This is his first meeting.
Thank you.
And I'm sure Albert later on will ask him to tell us a little bit about himself. And let's go ahead and hear the first case.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. So tonight, I'm sorry, good evening, Planning Commissioners as well. Tonight, our agenda is a light one. We just have one case involving a conditional use permit. This one is submitted by Elmer Pineda. He is the owner of Atlanta Eagles Arena. This is for a CUP for an indoor performance venue located at 6616 New Peachtree Road. Currently, this arena is set up as a indoor soccer facility, which has room for up to 2 soccer fields inside. In addition to those soccer fields, this establishment also has a full-service restaurant and bar. Atlanta Eagles Soccer has been operating soccer leagues out of this location since around 2016, according to our Dorville business licenses. Here is the location of the arena. As you can see, it hugs a rail line. To the north of the rail line is the Tank Farm Districts, but around it, you'll see used auto dealerships, as well as to the left of it, you will see a brick building that is a asphalt manufacturer business. Here's a street view. A little thing to point out, Mr. Pineda was a recipient of our Dorville Facade Grant Improvement Program. You can see the planter boxes up front. He gave it a fresh face. It was kind of a beige metal building, and he put some wood siding, painted it gray, and made it really pretty up front. Here is a survey just showing the parking layout. Current floor plan, as there is a large open area, which is really the centerpiece of the arena. It also includes 2 entrances and exit points in the front of the building, and also kind of snugged, tucked away in the bottom right-hand corner. You can see a restaurant and bar and a kitchen, as well as some restrooms to the right of the building. Looking at the overall site plan, this shows that the property is well parked. I counted the parking spaces, counted a total of 156 parking spaces that the site currently has. The zoning ordinance only requires that this venue be equipped with at least 115 parking spaces. So they are meeting those parking standards for a public assembly without affixed seating. As you can see here is New Peachtree Road. It gives little infrastructure to the pedestrian. It's a single lane road. It does have a median. So it's I guess it's doable for the thoroughfare and the businesses that are located on New Peachtree Road along this corridor. Let's move on to some photos. As you can see here, or can't see here just due to the size. These are 2 indoor soccer fields. So this is where the soccer leagues are set up. It's the business owner can go into more detail, but they offer soccer for all ages, men and women, boys and girls. This is some photos of some of the ticketed performances. So they can host a variety of things. Here's is a comedy show. As you can see, there is a large stage. There's a nice large LED screen. I'm sure the room is well equipped with top of the line sound system as well as lighting. Here's a photo of a wrestling boxing match. As you can see, very well attended, probably from the community, but also a regional draw from people probably from outside of Doraville wanting to come into Doraville to participate and see some wrestling matches. They can also set it up for concerts, maybe sell some tables and chairs, and so people can sit and watch, a music artist that they like. And finally, they do have a restaurant and bar. The one time I've been in this venue, I really admired that Dia de los Muertos mural in the kind of the wall behind the bar. Very beautiful. They also have a VIP area. Staff is recommending one condition, that the owner or the manager is responsible for hiring the appropriate number of off-duty police officers in according with the following patron sizes that you do see on the screen. I do want to point out a few things before I conclude my presentation. You may have noticed that in your agenda packets, I did have 2 conditions. I removed one just because they have met their parking quota, and a shared parking agreement is not required when you meet your parking quota. I removed it just because it wasn't needed. It's not required. However, the owner may enter into a shared parking agreement with a nearby business or nearby property that does have ample parking. In the event that they do have large scale events, that will be purely a civil matter between Atlanta Eagles and whomever they go into a shared parking agreement. We do encourage the owner to do that just based off of the type of events that they are anticipating to hold. We want to make sure that there's not going to be that New Peachtree Road won't be overwhelmed. All that to say is they have enough parking. Any shared parking agreement, which we do encourage the owner to do, it will be totally up to them as they've met that requirement. Also, I reached out to the owner. He informed me that he is working with an architect to draw up some floor plans. This is going to be needed for when he receives, if he is approved and if he receives a business license for a indoor performance venue. This is needed to determine the maximum occupancy of the building. So the maximum occupancy is going to be based off of the type of event and how the event is set up with tables, chairs, stages, wrestling rings. So that is needed for our building official to make that determination. So I had reached out to him and advised him to get a head start on that because it will be needed. And he will need to meet those maximum occupancy requirements for his events. All that said, we did advertise his case. We posted a sign on the property on May 27th, and the legal ad was published on May 29th. Also, the applicant is here to answer any questions that y'all may have. Thank you.
Before we hear from the applicant, can you just touch on where the numbers came from for the single condition we know?
Yeah, great
are
question.
being
So,
requested?
do y'all remember the Greenhouse nightclub that went before y'all last year? It was probably February. It was a nightclub, CUP. While we were working those conditions out for the nightclub, the chief of police reached out to us, and he had advised that these numbers come from the Doraville Police Department standard operating procedures, that if you're going to have people consuming alcohol on properties, and if you're going to have a large crowd, that the business is responsible for making sure that there's a certain number of off-duty police officers to handle any disruptors in the crowd. So these numbers came from the Doraville Police Department standard operating procedures.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Just want to make sure everything was clear.
Yes, good question. Thanks.
And if the applicant would like to come up, you can have up to 10 minutes.
Thank you very much. Hello, all right. Thank you for your time contributing to Doraville City. I know that your time is valuable, and helping the city is great. Thank you very much. I wrote something so it can be clear exactly what we're doing at Atlanta Eagles Arena. We are, my partner is Artemio Rodriguez, but usually he handles all the manual things because I'm bad with hammers and all that, but he's great with that. So, and we are the owners of the property. We are not only tenants. We've been in Doraville City for over 16 years now. Before, we used to lease the building 5660 Beaufort Highway, which is a gallery, I think now. Exhibition, yeah. We were there for almost 4 years, and then, thank God, we had the opportunity to buy the property, and we took it. And it's been a blessing because we've been doing good. And during that time, we created a safe, professional, and welcome facility for the entire community. Atlanta Eagles is a fully operational, multi-use venue, actively serving the Doraville community and surrounding areas. Over the years, our facility has become a hub for sports, entertainment, and social gatherings, making a positive impact in the lives of residents and visitors alike. The current use and operations, sport activities. We have a soccer academy that if you come every day from 5 p.m., you're going to see kids from 5 years old all the way to 12 years old practicing soccer. And we also host indoor soccer leagues for adults. We, like you saw in the pictures, we have a small field. It's 100 feet by 50, and the other one is 170 by 108 by 90. And in the big field, men's play, and in the other field during the week, there is women's leagues. And if you go on Saturday and Sunday, you're gonna see a lot of families playing, having fun in a family environment. In fact, one of our rules is that they cannot use abusive language, even if your kid is playing or someone is playing. You need to relax, and we give you one notice, and the second notice is you gotta leave the building. We have enforced that rule because we want to have a family environment. For years now, the customers that come, they understand and they know the rule because we are committed to have a family environment there for a very long time. It's been 16 years that we've been doing this, and we're really proud of that. Entertainment events. The arena right now regularly hosts live concerts, comedy shows, cultural festivals. In fact, last year on July, We host the Colombian Independence Festival. It was a success. Bunch of families coming, food. It was really nice. And also boxing events, wrestling events. And all are conducted in full compliance with city safety and permitting guidelines. Dining and social venue, the facility, like you saw in the pictures, we have a operational restaurant, bar, and cafe that remains open during events, providing an ideal setting for social interaction and community enjoyment. Community engagement, we are really proud to serve everyone in Doraville, a diverse, private population offering a space where people of all backgrounds can come together to sports, culture, music, and share experiences. We always maintain good relations with Doraville City. We've been planning with Mayra, who helped us with the facade, to host events for the World Cup that is coming to the U.S. And like you saw in the picture, we have a bigger screen, and we're just still working on ideas how to work together so we can host viewing parties for the soccer that is coming to the U.S. The idea is to involve all the community in our big space because it's really big. Community and economic benefits, well, job creations. We employ local staff for operations, security, food services, and event management. A small business support. By drawing hundreds of attendees weekly, we bring foot traffic and spending nearby businesses, helping to stimulate the local economy. Youth engagement or soccer programming provides a safe, structured environment for youth and families to engage a positive recreation and build lifelong skills. It's funny because when we were here in 5660, the kids will come to watch their parents play, and now they are customers. They are the ones playing. We see them and we're like, oh, is that you? Yeah. Now they are the one who pays. Before it was their parents, now it's funny, but sometimes it makes us feel old, like, oh, you're playing now, oh my God. Conclusion, Atlanta Eagles is an arena, is not a future project. We've been in Doraville City for many years, contributing to the society. We are really proud of the arena. And if you have time, please come and see our venue. We are really proud of what we're doing. We're not just about concerts, because concerts is just one little thing that we want to do. And believe me, it helped us a lot. Because before, and here's a number that I would like to share with you. And probably you know this. Property taxes 15 years ago, it was probably 30% that is now. Right now, oh my God, every time that the bill comes, I'm like, oh, Jesus, here it comes again. So we are under a lot of pressure, but at the same time, we must follow the city regulations. We want to feel proud of what we're doing. We just don't want money, and no, it's not that. This is something that we have created and for a very long time, and we want to keep doing, but in the right way, following the rules, the regulation of Doraville City, working together, and that's what we're here, If you have any question, please, I'm here. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you so much. All right, we'll bring it back up here. Any questions?
What was the closing time of the venue?
During the week, we close at 12. During the week, events, it depends. A comedy, it doesn't last more than 2 hours, Wrestling events, the same thing, But it depends on the event.
Okay, I'm just concerned about the noise, possible noise issues with the neighbors on Oak something, Oakmont, I forget.
English Oak.
English Oak, okay, Oak something.
Thank you for asking that. I don't know how long you've been in the city, but that place used to be a events venue, exclusively events venue. And what they did is they put soundproof ceiling. And if you're standing, there's a music events going on, you don't hear it because we didn't do it, to be honest. They did
Yeah.
because they had a lot of complaints back at the time. So that's what they did. So we don't have any problems on that.
Yeah, I've been to a show there back when I was
Oh, really?
90s, yeah.
Yeah, it was what, like 20 years ago, 20 something.
25, yeah.
Yeah, it was, they had a mess, honestly. And we're, like I say, we're trying to do the right thing. You know, we just don't want to focus on only concerts, but bring the whole community to our venue.
Thank you.
Question.
Yeah, I have a quick question. If we grant you this conditional use permit, what would you be able to do that you can't do now?
I don't understand.
Or, I guess, and forgive me, I'm a little new, but what are your plans for the ticketed events? Or I'm just, trying to get your thoughts on what your plans are and what type of events you.
Well,
plan on holding,
we've
that
been
sort of
doing
thing.
this for almost 2.5 years now. I mean, we're not going to change anything.
Okay.
We've
Just
been doing,
continue
we
providing the
continue
same.
in providing what we're doing now.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the performance venue, the indoor performance venue, the real trigger here is the ticketed part where you're charging admission to enter the facility to watch a show. With his current business license, he is not able to charge for tickets for shows.
I
So
see.
this would allow for him to charge a fee to enter the building.
Excellent, thank you.
Thanks.
All right, any further questions? All right, let's go ahead and open up the public hearing portion. Anybody wishing to speak in favor of this, please either come to the podium or use the raise hand function on Zoom. All right, we'll go ahead and close that portion. Let's go ahead and open it up for anybody wishing to speak against. All right, we'll go ahead and close that. Any further questions or comments?
I have a question for Austin. Just to clarify this parking situation, if it's ever a concern, like if cars are literally spilling out, would they end up finding their way over to English Oak neighborhood? I mean, would that be an issue for people?
We don't want to encourage any shared parking across Buford Highway, just given the heavy traffic. There's no crosswalks, there's no signals to safely cross. I highly encourage the owner to find parking on his side of Buford Highway. He did express that he was in an agreement with Plaza One, which is on the corner of Buford Highway and Oak Cliff Road, which is nearby. I don't. I can't answer that. I guess.
I'm also curious about other options. Like I've noticed, what was it, that mattress company having a shuttle bus to the MARTA station? I'm not sure if I've noticed Gray Television doing that, but would that be an option that they could pursue?
To park at the assembly?
Or had a shuttle bus, yeah, to the MARTA parking.
They could. That would be completely on an as-need basis between them and any property owner. And if they wanted to provide a shuttle service, I'm sure there'd need to be, insurance involved, just drivers involved. But yes, if he's going to have large-scale events and if he's going to have shuttles to and from the facility, it would be totally on him whether he would like to do that or not, because he meets the parking threshold as far as zoning is concerned. But I do agree with you, you really can't dictate how many people are going to arrive at the show. Only the maximum occupancy will dictate that number. But we're kind of putting good faith into the owner to come up with some alternative parking solutions.
And that's considered a civil matter, right? Like we can't
Correct.
Yeah.
Totally civil. He's met the zoning ordinance, and so we are kind of out of the game. But as far as any safety issues, the police will handle that. Any code enforcement issues, they will handle those as well. But everything else is civil.
Okay, thank you.
I have a quick question. I'm very familiar with where your location is. And just, speaking with Michael, where is the closest residence? Because I can picture where your facility is, but I don't know where the closest is located.
Okay, let's go. No, and then,
That's only not bad, but.
oh, it's, yeah, it's just, it's far because if you see on your left, you have a dealer and the following, no, on the left. And on the other side, there is a dealer, and then there's a beauty school, and there is a beauty products, and across the street, there is some neighbors. So they're far from us. We don't have houses.
If you look, that straight road, English Oak right there, that's the closest residence. That's actually the way I took here to get here today, was cut up across and then cut down New Peach Street.
Yeah, no, we don't have apartments or houses near ours.
Gotcha.
No. The train in the back.
Train's fine.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right. Any other questions? All right. Would somebody like to make a motion on this item?
I'd like to make a motion to approve CUP 25-02 with the recommended conditions of staff.
Second?
Okay. Billy made the motion. Chris made the second. Call the roll, please.
Billy, yes. Chris,
Yes.
Yvette,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
and Devin.
Yes.
All right. And I think we're on to staff comments.
Yes. All right. So we've got a new planning commissioner. His name's Devin Gilmore. Today is his first meeting in the building, but also his last meeting in the building. So he formally holds that title, probably the only title of that here in Doraville.
You're sticking around though, right? Okay.
But part of the initiation, I'd like to formally welcome you. But if you just kind of want to introduce yourself to your fellow commissioners and also to our audience on Facebook.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm honored to be here. I'm a longtime Doraville resident. I'm a former academic. I've studied community psychology, which is a sort of a niche branch of psychology. We study the effects of community on community factors on people's health. We study the interactions between different ecological levels, so between macro factors on the community and community factors on the individual. So I'm really excited to be here. This is a really interesting city, and it's a vibrant city, and I'm honored to be a part of this process. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We're
Next.
really happy to have you.
Yes. Next item on staff comments is the City Hall update. So we are officially ending the chapter of doing business here inside this building, but we are opening up a new chapter in our new space. It's located at 2421 Van Fleet Circle, Suite 200. It's the old Well Pet Center. Move-in day is June 16th for staff. And we'll just be moving the week of. I do want to point out that City Hall will be closed on June 17th. We're just going to be moving boxes, so we won't be any help to the public if we've got a box in our hand. So we're going to close on June 17th. June 19th it will also be closed for Juneteenth as well. But I just encourage all the residents to go on the city's website. We do have a temporary relocation of city services button that they can click on and just view any updates if they need a city service. Just want to say, this will be our last planning commission meeting here inside this building. You will all have made a lot of tough decisions, inside this room. So definitely congratulate you all for, a job well done in here, and, just wanted to, look forward to our new space. So, our next meeting will be in the new space. I'll send y'all updates and your reminders. We'll see you over there next month. Thank you.
Let's keep the ball rolling.
Yes. And I don't think we're going to get metal chairs in the new facility. So I think you're covered. Yes. Yes. So, yes. So no metal chairs.
Thank you. All right, if that is all of the business, I think Devin needs to make a motion to adjourn.
Like to make a motion to adjourn.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All right, Devin made the motion. Chris made the second. Call the roll, please.
Devin,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
Yvette,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
and Billy. Yes.
All right, good night, everybody. See you at the new location.
Thank you.